asshole for not selling my car, even though my fiancé refuses to sit in the front seat because my ex sat there. I, 27 male, am engaged to my fiancé, 26 female. And while we're preparing for our wedding, something recently came up that's left me confused and conflicted. I want to know if I'm in the wrong here or if her reaction is unreasonable. Here's the issue. My fiancé refuses to sit in the front seat of my car because my ex used to sit there. She says that it makes her uncomfortable and feels like she's taking what belonged to someone else. So she doesn't have a problem with bouncing up on the same peen that your ex used to, but sitting in the front seat of the car that she used to sit in is absolutely out of the fucking question. Okay. Instead, she insists on sitting in the back seat whenever we go somewhere, which honestly feels strange to me, like I'm her chauffeur. I offered to sell the car if it truly bothered her. She told me not to because it would feel like she's forcing me to do something. However, she still won't sit in the front seat and avoids interacting with anything related to my past relationships. What the fuck? What the apps? That's weird as shit. That is weird as hell. I'm going to marry the person that the ex used to be with, but I can't sit in the same car that she used to sit in. This bitch is weird as fuck. Sir, this is your future. This is your future. Do you want to deal with this for the rest of your life? Because me, I'm ready to end your engagement and I'm not even the one getting married to this bitch. This is part of a bigger pattern. She's mentioned multiple times that she doesn't want to do things I've done with my ex, like cuddling on the couch during a movie or visiting places that I've been to before. I've tried to be understanding of her feelings, but I'm starting to feel like I'm being held responsible for my past, which I can't change. It's also confusing because she keeps in touch with her own ex, occasionally texting or calling, which I have no issue with as I trust her. She's going to cheat on you. You can't tell me that she's not. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about that statement. She's 100% going to cheat on you if she's not already cheating on you. Because what the fuck you mean? You refuse to sit in the front seat of my car where my ex used to sit. You will not cuddle with me while we watch a movie on the couch because once upon a time in a land far, far, far away, I used to do that with a bitch I was fucking at the time then. But it's okay for you to call and text and keep in contact with your ex, but you won't even sit in the car mindset? You can't tell me this bitch is not gonna spread her legs for probably her fucking ex. Whenever these situations come up, she tends to withdraw emotionally, avoiding physical affection and not saying goodnight or being distant. While I love her and I want to work through this, I'm starting to feel like I'm walking on eggshells around her emotions, especially when they're tied to things I can't control, like my past. I have so many questions. I don't even know how to put it together. Like, I don't even know how to get my words to fall into the right spot. So we're just gonna talk and y'all gonna get what the fuck I get. Bro, this is your fucking future. And I want to know, how the fuck did we get here? How the fuck did we get to the point that you wanted to marry this woman if this is how she is? You mean to tell me from the moment you guys got together, she's never wanted to sit in the front seat of your car? She doesn't want to cuddle with you during movies. So did you guys talk on the phone? Did you guys exchange text messages? How did we get to the point that we were actually together in a relationship wanting to be fucking married when she refused to do the basic things because you've done them with your ex? Are you guys not intimate? Do you not plan to be intimate? Were you never intimate with your ex? Like, how is that going to work? How is that going to work? Does she expect you to write down every position that you did, everywhere you did it, to make sure none of those things are ever fucking repeated? That's weird. That's weird for her to be so fixated on the things that happened in your life well before she became a part of it. But you're expected to be okay with the fact that she still calls and texts her ex occasionally. That's weird. That's weird as fuck. Are you okay with this being your fucking life? Because you have to be, at some point, you have to be okay with this because you asked her to marry you. This is weird as fuck, sir. If I were you, I would leave. I would fucking leave. Or start doing the things that she's doing. Start treating her the way that she's treating you and see how long it takes for her to end the relationship. I truly feel like this is the situation where it's bigger than OP is making it seem, because this is going to dictate the rest of his fucking life. You can't eat your favorite foods anymore because you used to eat that with your ex. You can't have your coffee like that because she used to make it like that for you. I'm not going to go on birth control because your ex was on birth control and I don't like that. No, you're not going to be able to use condoms because you used them with her. Now you're married to someone who makes you fucking miserable. She's fucking pregnant and you're stuck. Bro, absolutely not. You need to leave. This woman is trying to control every fucking thing about you with the excuse of, well, your ex did it, so I don't like it. I don't like it. She refuses to give you basic fucking intimacy. I'm not going to cuddle with you on the couch because you did it with your ex. Bro, this girl is unhinged and insecure. Red flag, red sheet, red quilt, red fucking comforter. Get out of this relationship. Get out of this relationship as soon as you fucking can, because if she gets pregnant, bro, your life is over. She's not going to make shit easy for you. Not at all. Am I the asshole for walking out of my mom's house after she forced my autistic son to eat food that he hates? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even be recognizing this person as my mom. She would no longer exist to me. The fuck you mean you're forcing my child, autistic or not? You don't force my child to eat any goddamn thing. If they don't want it, you take it up with me. I'm a single dad, 32 male, to my 17-year-old son, Ronnie. He's autistic and has some pretty specific food sensitivities. It's not just that he doesn't like certain foods. Some textures are genuinely overwhelming for him. Eggplant, asparagus, apples, and Brussels sprouts are on his list of foods he just can't handle. I've always just respected that. My mom, on the other hand, doesn't. She's never really taken the time to understand Ronnie's needs and insists that he's just being picky or difficult. My son would never be around her. I'm not going to force my child to go around anybody that refuses to understand or learn that people are fucking different. And if he is just fucking picky, oh well, let him be picky. That's not a problem either. I've never seen why people want to describe someone being a picky eater as if it's a bad thing. Not everybody likes every fucking thing. I've tried explaining it to her many times, but she doesn't seem to take it seriously. Recently, she invited us over for dinner. She said it would be a nice family evening, and I figured we would give it a shot. When we got there, I immediately noticed that most of the dishes she prepared were things that Ronnie struggles with. Absolutely not. You're not the asshole for leaving. Because right then and there, my kid and I would have walked the fuck out and went to like McDonald's or some shit. Because bitch, you're doing this on fucking purpose and nothing in this world can prove to me otherwise. It all felt intentional, like she was trying to prove a point. Ronnie was visibly uncomfortable, but tried to stay polite. I could tell he was trying his best to handle the situation, but eventually it became too much for him. He started tugging at his hair, something that he does when he's overwhelmed. Instead of showing any understanding or compassion, my mom became upset with him for it. Never take your son around this woman again. Ever. Never. Why? Why are you subjecting your son to this? No, never take your son around your mother ever fucking again. At that point, I decided enough was enough. I told her we were leaving and I took Roddy home. He was really upset and he told me how embarrassed and humiliated he felt. It broke my heart. Since then, my mom has been flooding my phone with angry messages, accusing Ronnie of being ungrateful and me of spoiling him. She's also posted about the situation on Facebook, calling us both disrespectful and making it seem like she was just trying to help. Some family members think I should apologize to smooth things over, but honestly, I don't see why I should. I feel like I did the right thing by putting Ronnie first, but with all the backlash, I'm starting to second guess myself. Am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole, and your mom is absolutely fucking terrible. You need to stop going around her. I need you to put your fucking foot down and do the things that are necessary to keep your son from having to go through this shit. You knew how your mom was towards your fucking son. You decided to give it a fucking chance. She proved to you that she's just as horrible as you thought she was. And now you're sitting here second guessing yourself because motherfuckers who weren't there want you to apologize to her to keep the peace. This grown-ass woman made foods that she knew your 16-year-old did not like. She knew these foods were going to throw him off and overwhelm him, then proceeded to get upset at him for being thrown off and overwhelmed, and you feel bad and you're second guessing yourself because of what other people are fucking telling you. Sir, I need you to do everything you're supposed to do to protect your fucking son. This should not have happened. This should not have happened. Don't let it happen again. Somebody in the comments said, invite your mom over for dinner and only cook things that she doesn't like. And to me, honestly, that's too fucking nice. Bitch, you can't come to my house. I'm not going to invite the big bad wolf to my son's safe place. But I just thought that shit was funny as fuck. They said, invite your mom over for dinner. That way you have control of the situation. And then somebody else was like, and only make food that she don't like, and then call her ungrateful if she don't want to eat it. So I just seen that OP posted an update. He posted an update, and I'm not going to read it all because there's no need for me to read it all. Basically, he says that his mom is still talking shit on Facebook, and he's pretty much been ignoring her as much as possible. She's spreading misinformation about autism, claiming that OP is alienating his son from her and not allowing her to fix him. So he's decided that he's going to do, like the comments have suggested, and do a petty revenge dinner. He's going to make things that she doesn't like, all of the food that she despises. Liver, black licorice, pickled herring, and a mushroom-heavy casserole because she can't stand mushrooms. Now, if she shows up, hopefully it'll be a clear message that she needs to respect people's boundaries, especially when it comes to food. And if she doesn't, even fucking better for him and more food for OP. So that was his update. And he says thank you to everybody for their comments and their support, and that Ronnie is doing a lot better, that he's in a calmer environment, and that he will update again if she shows up to the dinner, or just to let people know exactly how it goes down anyway.